Hey, do you like multiplication?
Maybe. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's cool. I like math.
Cool.
Hey Math 3 students, Christmas is a necessity. There has to be at least one day of the year to remind us that we're here for something else besides ourselves. Thanks Eric for that motivational quote. Grid view to navigate all the slides, and it is time for our game plans. Week 18, December 14th to December 18th, 2020. Our section is we're reviewing for our finals. Our learning goal is students to be able to identify and analyze characteristics of polynomial functions on their semester final. We got a lot of things going on. Game plans, Room 902 news, week number 18 at a glance, and end of the first semester. Did you guys know that all of your late work is due today by 9 p.m.? Did you forget? Question, where were you all semester? Nothing new on those. I already did the Chapter 1 test makeup. I sent some students an email. I need a grade 14-16. Remember, all your late work is due tonight at 9 p.m. Schoology math page, go to welcome, and then click on the link for late work. It brings you to Google Slides, and then there's a turn-in link. Right now, the only option you have to turn your late work is one reflection for one Aries assignment, 1 for 1. So if you need to submit, student was asking, I have 5 late assignments. That means you have 5 reflections to do. You have to turn it in 5 separate times. Khan Academy is due this Thursday at 8 a.m., so get that in. That's the last check. I'm gonna just print screenshot, and that's it. 300 minutes, that's what you need. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, complete your check and connect, which is your attendance or your participation point. Says 10% of your grade, guys. And that's the only way you can get extra credit in the class if you just attend. And for those who did not complete the Chapter 1.3 test, if you have not taken it, go to your Edulastic account now. I think in the share notes I have a link. It is due today at 2:59 p.m. Why? Because at 3 p.m., the video solutions will appear on my YouTube channel, which means the answers are out, therefore you can't take the test anymore. If you do not take it by today at 2:59, it'll be a permanent 0. That's about 5% of your grade. If you have not taken it, you can go to slide number 16 in the Google Slides, and it gives you the directions. Remember, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, complete your check and connect. Be pinned to the top, and there it is by 3 p.m. I'll be upgrading participation points during the winter break for the month of December. And we're going to talk about it in the semester. There are 2 assignments that I have not graded, so if you have not submitted those, you're still getting full credit. Week 14, 16, and week 17, it is all of these things. So get into Schoology is still on time. A common mistake for this one is not completing the quiz corrections. Watch the video, it explains you how to do that. We've been doing that all semester long. What is our week at a glance? How do you identify and analyze characteristics of polynomial functions? Last Friday we took the test. Complete your check and connect today. You're turning in any late work today. Tomorrow you have a chance to study. I'll tell you what to study for. Wednesday is going to be your finals for even periods. Thursday, complete a check and connect. Khan Academy is due, and then on Friday, finals for odd periods. Let's get ready for the end of the first semester. Here is the bell schedule for the rest of the week. Synchronous tomorrow, asynchronous. Wednesday, 0 period and odds, 1, 3, 5. Notice the time periods. I don't know about you, I'll be eating some snacks because we don't really officially get lunch until 12:20. Guess you can eat in your classroom or eat in your desk station. Thursday, you still need a complete one, and then Friday is only even period. So let's pretend you're in even period and you're taking the final on Friday. That does not mean you need to complete a check and connect for Wednesday. Let me repeat that again. If your final is on a Friday, that means you only have to come to class on a Friday, not the Wednesday, right? So you don't have to complete a check and connect. Let's just say you're in odd period. Let's say you're in the 3rd period. You'll do the check and connect, or your final is your attendance. And then Thursday complete one, but you don't have to complete one on Friday. For some reason, if you missed the final, let me know one of those days. Question: how can you guys study for the final exam? Well, I got 3 options here. Like I said, today at 3 p.m., the blank PDF file of the Chapter 1.3 test and the video solution will be available today on my website. Okay. So look at your mistakes from Edgelastics, look at your scores, watch my explanations, redo the problem. Great way of studying. Why? Because the only way to learn mathematics is actually doing the math. So again, redo it. Also, if you go to my website, you can watch old quizzes and tests. Okay, that's the same thing there. Okay. Actually, that one is for, let me switch that. That one is for this one here. Okay, so if you actually click on the word study guide, it will bring you to some terms for the semester, vocabulary words that you should know. So it's a great way. You can print it out if you want to, or make an electronic copy. So click on the word study guide, or you can click on the word click here and it'll bring it to you. And another way of studying for the final exam is creating a formula sheet. Although you might have one, it's just easier to condense it so you're not overwhelmed with all the paper on your desk. Let's talk about some more finals exam details. So you're going to have about 15 to 30 multiple choice questions. Your work is not graded, it's just submitted. And this is representing 10% of your grade. We already talked about when you will take your final. Things that you should have ready for your final exam: number 2 pencils and erasers, regular calculator is okay, and 1 page of formulas. Memory should have no examples. And you don't have to turn this in after the end of the test. Erase that. For those who've been in my class, I have these final exam deals, and this year I only have 1 of them. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. I'll show you an example, and then I will show you visually. What is the final exam deal this year? If you are currently not passing the class, meaning you have a 45% or less, you have an F. If you pass the final with a 45% or higher, then you will pass the class with a D-. I will automatically apply it to those who qualify. Okay. So this is a real life screenshot of a student of a couple of years ago. And for some reason, the student cannot come to class. Okay, you can see their attendance right there. But the student passed, and they applied this final exam deal. So let's summarize the final exam deal. You currently have an F in the class, so go look at your Aries. If you have like any grade higher than an F, like a D, C, B, or A, you can just kind of tune out right now. For those students who are not passing the class, if you pass the final, okay, you will pass the class, regardless of what percent you have. Okay, so this student had a 21% in the class, and I gave them a D- because they passed the final. Why am I allowing this final exam deal for those who have less than 45%? You're kind of showing me that you get the math on a cumulative, summative test. And it kind of shows me you get the math after all this time. So I'm going to pass you for the class, okay? So that is the final exam deal. Also for the end of the first semester, whoops, that should say 2021. And switch that. There's no retesting, so I just want to let you know that. There's a picture of the help. Why have I helped you this semester? I will show all of that compassionate grading that I have applied this year. So I want to make sure you guys understand for this class, there is no rounding. Why is that the case? I've offered something called a class bonus, where I'm willing to drop your lowest quiz score if your class applied for that. The finals exam deal. If you pass the final, you're going to pass the class. Remember, that's for students who are failing. This does not apply for those who are currently passing. Okay. Another reason why you don't round, let's just say your soda costs you $1.99 and you have like $1, can't get you the soda. I've also given extra credit. If you basically came every single day since August, it's actually increased your grade 1.5%, up 1 to 1.5%. I've helped you along the way, right? That's why I have this picture here. I have video lessons, my maps and formula sheets, I've allowed you guys to have class partner and group quizzes. I've produced quiz correction videos. I've offered tutoring and office hours on my website. What other compassionate grading have I applied? I've accepted all late work for 100% credit since August. I even gave you a late work special where I allow you to turn in a limited amount of late work this past Friday, pretty much at the end of the semester for only one 15-second commercial. I've given extra credit for participation. I've lowered the grade cutoff. Now passing is 45%, not 60%. I've had a higher emphasis on work and assignments rather than tests and quizzes. So like, for example, I think your tests now are not 30%, they're only worth 10%. I've given you the optional project. I've dropped the lowest quiz score of the semester. And I also gave you guys a take-home quiz reflection, which gave you a super easy 100% audit quiz. So that's all the compassionate grading, okay? I don't want you to be like these students. That's why I'm showing these to you. I had a deadline, and then the student asked me for an extension on the deadline. And you can see what type of student this is. This is like an A/B student, and they missed it. So I replied to the student, no, that's the reason why I have deadlines, and I've kind of warned you guys about those, given to you early. Another student emailed me during the winter break a couple years ago saying, you know what, they wanted to pass the class, and you know what, I wish the student kind of sent this email asking for help to do whatever they could before final grades are due, right? So that's something that you guys should be thinking about. That's week number 18 at a glance. Let's finish this semester strong. See you guys.
Hey, do you like multiplication?
Maybe. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's cool. I like math.
Cool.